Hello to you, and how are you feeling on your Wednesday morning? We sure hope you're doing well. I'm Anna Koyman. This is Fox News Rising. Well, spring has sprung, and what better way to start the season off right than with a fresh new look, right? Well, maybe Wardrobe Wednesday, but this morning we are talking makeup, and makeup artist Stanley Owings joins us this morning with some great tips. Good morning to you, Stanley.
Good
Thanks
morning.
for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
And you know, springtime is a time for spring cleaning. You clean out your closet, you get behind the baseboards, you do the whole deal, but you also clean out your makeup and come up with a new look. So what's in for this spring?
This season's all about what I like to call the hazy eye. It's kind of a more modernized take on the smoky eye. It's all about the colors blending together, melting together, so you really notice the eye, not necessarily the eye makeup. So you still want that sultriness, but you really want, again, for people to notice you, not your makeup. And also really dispelling the myth that a smoky eye has to be black or has to be gray. Like, for example, today we used actually greens, so you can use really any tones, neutrals, whatever you want, and then just really, it's all about just perfecting the technique, which I'd be happy to walk you through.
Yeah, go ahead and do a little bit of a demo for us.
We've already done her makeup, so I'm just going to kind of work right on top of what we've done, but basically what you want to do, you're going to work with 3 basic shades, a deep shade, a medium shade, and a light shade. So first you're going to start with your deepest shade, just as we did here, right on the eyelids, so you're getting all of that depth of color right at the lash line. What this is going to do for you is when your eyes open, it serves really as to make that lash line look fuller and bring attention to the eye. And then you just take your medium shade next, and you do what I like to call a windshield wiper technique. You're just going to windshield wiper back and forth in that crease. So you've got your deeper tone, your medium tone, and then you're taking your light tone right under the brow. So by doing this, it kind of creates what I like to call like a sunset look. It pulls the attention up and opens the eye. So regardless of your eye shape, this is going to work on your eye. So if you have more of a hooded lid, more of a prominent lid, regardless, this is really, so take a look open. So you can really see how we got that sultriness in her lash line, and really it's creating a more openness to the eye. And again, her eyes look sultry, but we're noticing her not in the makeup necessarily. And then what I did too is I just took the deepest tone, take a look up for me, and we just smoked it out right under. So you just want to take it right in that lash line under. And again, no harsh lines. Everything's hazy, smoky, melting together.
And would you say this is a good look to have on a day-to-day basis? Is it something you can wear to work, something you can wear, you know, for an event for the kids, something when you're going out to dinner, or is it just one event?
I always say if you do it right, you can really pull it off. And it's really about whatever intensity you feel comfortable with. So if you really want a lighter version of this, just go a little more light-handed. If you really want it more dramatic for evening, just build the color. I always say as a makeup artist, start with less, build to more.
Okay, so and you start with the dark and go to light, not light to dark.
Exactly, you got it. So you start with that deepest shade and then work up.
And I also want to draw attention to the brushes that you used, because makeup artists always talk about how important the brush is. And these are almost like a paintbrush that a child would use. They're very flexible. It's not tough. What's the reason behind that?
And a lot of people think they need more of like a dense brush. You really don't. You want it, like you said, really kind of fluffy. And see how these bristles go to a point right there in the center? That picks up your color, and then all these little tapered bristles do the work for you. So I always tell people I'm not that great of a makeup artist. It's all about the tools, and that's so true, and a lot of people don't make the investment. So look again, you can see how it deposits that color in, and then those tapered bristles are doing the work for you. So it's really all about having the right tools. And then this brush here is kind of like a pencil brush. Take a look up. So you're essentially, what you're doing is using the brush to create your liner.
Yeah, it looks awesome. She looks great.
She looks great.
And as we're talking about spring cleaning too, making sure your brushes are clean is so important, so you don't get any infections and so your skin doesn't break out. How often do we need to do that?
You know, day in, you can pick up like a brush cleanser or something you can just spritz onto like a tissue and just clean daily. I recommend doing that. But as far as washing your brushes, I would really recommend doing it about once a week. So just keeping that bacteria out of your brushes, keeping it clean, because therefore your makeup's going to look its best, and also it's going to keep your skin from having any type of breakout or anything like that. So it's really important to keep your brushes clean.
And all you women at home, I'm one of you, and I have I mean, you just pile in makeup. It's something that we love to buy. We spend way too much money on it. And you say we keep it way too long too. We need to throw it out every so often.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially like your mascara, you want to change every couple of months. And I find that's probably the main product that people keep too long. You know, with your foundation, if you haven't used it up in 6 months, you probably want to get rid of that as well and start fresh and new. And then, you know, with like lip products and eyeshadows and things like that, about every 6 months as well, just kind of turn it over, because again, you're taking that product from your face and putting it into the compact and then back on your face. So you really want to make sure you're keeping things turned over.
And Stanley, I know that you have a Style Week and a great event coming up.
Yeah, Style Week, awesome. On April the 12th, you can come meet me there and all the designers for Passport for Fashion, and I'll be there doing live demos as well, so you can actually interact and, you know, learn how to do the smoky smoky eye right there in person.
Yeah, so that's right there at Vivace at Metropolitan. You can meet the makeup artist Stanley himself, and you're going to have some fantastic tips, especially for spring. And you'll also be talking about not only the smoky and hazy eye, but the cheeks as well,
Absolutely,
and making them look
yes.
youthful with the peaches
You
and
got
the corals.
You got it, my
Stanley,
friend.
thank you so much.
Thank
and great
you.
job
It's a
to you.
pleasure.
Great.